The ceremony, it tells the story just like in the Christian book of Genesis, from the beginning of time. It tells about how the universe was created, how the world was created, and how we came about. And our culture and tradition is extremely important because it helps guide us. My granddaughter that's having her ceremony, she's really into our tribal ways. It'll keep her strong the rest of her life. And not only that, but it'll keep the tribe strong.
When I hit puberty, we have this ceremony for the girls that are becoming into womanhood, to become young ladies. After the ceremony, it'll give me a lot of respect as a young lady. It makes me very proud that I'm representing my tribe.
There's 4 days. We do everything in 4 for the 4 sacred mountains.
You go through a baby, to a child, to a teenager, and then to a woman.
She's tested kind of through hardships. 4 days of hard work.
You try to keep as traditional as you can. And you live in a tipi for the 12 days, the 4 days before, the 4 main days, and the 4 days after. Every night you dance, and the 4th night you dance all night. And then while they're dancing outside, you dance in your big tipi, in your home. Your medicine man, after he's done eating with you, he gives you an Apache name. Mine was Itza and Sehunti, and it's the lady who you first see.
These traditions, they amaze me a lot. Like I learn new things from my grandpa, and the ladies around here, they like it when young women have their feast.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you.
It took me about 3 years to prepare for the ceremony, and I'm still preparing. You think you have all of it, but you don't. It's a lot to do. Getting the Indian food, buying gifts to pay the people that help, the material. So far I spent like $10,000, but I would do it again to keep the tradition going.
Now that I've had my feast, I feel like I can become stronger now. You just felt different while you were doing it. Like it felt like you were living a long time ago. And you didn't have to worry about all this stuff that's happening in the world right now. When you run on the first day, they bring it in. And it's showing that you're like the kids coming in. And on the last day, you run out and you try to run as far as you can.
A lot more families are going through the rites of passage than before. There's a renewed interest in it, and they finally get to know that the strength of our people lies with that. They're able to do things that before they were not able to. The U.S. government prohibited a lot of this stuff. They tell the families just to have a dinner and buy a new dress or something, and don't take part in these ceremonies. They're taught to hate themselves. In the schools, they would not allow you to speak in Apache and deal with these things in Apache, and the churches too. They turn us against one another. Our own tribal members, they say that our ways are wicked. It's worshiping the devil, and they don't realize what's happening to them. My granddaughter that's having her ceremony, no matter what, she'll never set aside her culture, tradition, or language for anybody. She's a direct descendant of my grandpa, Geronimo. He had some spiritual powers and he was able to deal with a lot of hardships. Not only is he an icon for the entire native tribes, but also for us Apache.
I've been learning these traditional healing practices from my grandma. She's been teaching me a lot about these. She's been teaching me how to use the plants, where they come from, how they work. Well, the women are noticed as healers because the men, they used to go off to war, and once they come back, some of them would be sick. So the women would have to gather these plants for them to help heal them, so they'll be ready for the next war. And then the dancers danced around me, and they blessed me.
Jolene's my great-granddaughter. I'm showing her things like traditional foods and traditional ways, how to grow up and be a good lady later on.
An Apache woman should know how to care for her family and just pass things down that their grandmothers taught them and their mothers.
A lot of people don't understand some of the things that we do, like when our tribe gets together to eat, the men folks eat first because they have to be prepared at all times. They have to protect the tribe, so they eat first. And then some people don't understand that, and then they think that the woman has a lower status and lower position, but could not be further from the truth. The most sacred ones in our tribe are the women, so we have to protect them, take care of them. We have a few hardships within our tribe with the nuclear waste issues before. They tried to dump the nuclear waste on our land. We fought against it, and we fought against the mining of some of the rare minerals on our land, and now we're facing the refining companies that want to come in and pollute and destroy the atmosphere. So we face challenges every day, but with this rite of passage that my granddaughter's going through, it gives us the strength. When we sing and pray, it revives us and renews our strength. You can face any challenges, and I don't feel threatened.
Some girls have breaks in the middle of the night. They sleep for an hour and then they get back up and keep doing it. But like, I kind of don't want to break. Like, I want to keep doing it because the longer you do it, the stronger you get.
There's no words to describe how I feel to see her going through it. And I see the whole family pitching in, and they're working hard. There's no way to repay them for everything that they do except to take part, continue to take part. And all the things that was given to me throughout the years, the only way I can pay it back is pass it on down to my people. Hey!